8 blueberry mistakes that secretly harm senior health. Avoid these. Welcome back to Peak Physique, the channel dedicated to helping you live stronger, healthier, and longer, no matter your age. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever been told that blueberries are the perfect food? That you should eat them every day to protect your brain, your heart, and even your skin? Well, while that's partly true, here's the shocking reality. If you're eating blueberries the wrong way, you might actually be harming your health, especially if you're over 50. That's right, blueberries can go from being a superfood to a silent troublemaker. And in today's video, I'll uncover 8 common blueberry mistakes that seniors often make. Mistakes that might raise blood sugar, hurt digestion, weaken bones, and even cancel out the anti-aging benefits blueberries are supposed to deliver. Stay with me until the end, because mistake number 7 is something almost nobody talks about, but it could be the hidden reason your blueberries aren't helping your body at all. So, let's dive right in. The myth of unlimited blueberries. Here's the first mistake: believing that because blueberries are healthy, you can eat them without limits. This is one of the biggest traps for seniors trying to eat better. Blueberries are packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber. But they also contain natural sugars. Eating a small handful daily is powerful for heart and brain health. But doubling or tripling that amount, say, tossing them into smoothies, oatmeal, yogurt, and snacks all in one day, can quietly overload your blood sugar. For seniors, especially those with prediabetes or diabetes, that blood sugar spike can leave you feeling drained, foggy, and even hungry again just an hour later. And worse, over time, it may worsen insulin resistance. Think of blueberries like medicine. A small dose can heal you. But too much of it at once can do the opposite. Let me ask you this: do you eat blueberries in the morning thinking they'll give you energy all day? If so, I'm going to reveal later why eating them at the wrong time of day might secretly sabotage your metabolism. Frozen versus fresh. The hidden nutrient trap. The second mistake is assuming frozen blueberries are just as good as fresh ones. Don't get me wrong, frozen blueberries can be incredibly healthy, especially when they're flash frozen. But here's the trap: not all frozen berries are created equal. Some companies spray them with added sugar or coat them with syrup to make them sweeter. And if you're not reading the labels carefully, you might be consuming way more sugar than you realize. Even the freezing process itself can reduce vitamin C levels, and if you're already struggling with bone or immune health, that missing nutrient matters. Fresh blueberries, when they're in season, pack the highest punch of antioxidants. But if you buy frozen, make sure they're unsweetened and check the label for hidden additives. By the way, do you rinse your blueberries right after buying them? Stay tuned, because in a moment I'll explain why this innocent habit could cut their shelf life in half, and possibly expose you to harmful bacteria. The blueberry dessert trap. The third mistake many seniors make is turning blueberries into dessert instead of a health food. Here's what I mean: blueberry pie, blueberry muffins, blueberry jam, blueberry pancakes. All of these sound delicious, but the problem is what comes with them: refined flour, sugar, butter, and oils. Suddenly, those powerful antioxidants are buried under mountains of sugar and unhealthy fats. Instead of protecting your heart, you may actually be clogging your arteries. In fact, some nutritionists call this the halo effect, when people assume that because a dessert contains blueberries, it must be healthy. But let's be clear, a blueberry muffin is still a muffin. The sugar and carbs far outweigh the benefits of the fruit. If you want the health benefits, eat your blueberries raw, or mix them into plain yogurt or oatmeal without adding sugar. That's when they truly shine. Now here's a question: do you think washing your blueberries right after buying them makes them cleaner? Most people believe this, but the truth is, this habit might actually make them spoil faster. I'll explain why in just a moment. Washing too early. The bacteria problem. This brings me to mistake number 4. Washing blueberries too soon. Most people bring their blueberries home from the store and immediately rinse them under the sink. It seems logical, right? But this is where the trouble begins. Blueberries have a natural protective coating on their skin called bloom. This coating is waxy and almost invisible, but it helps protect the berries from bacteria and mold. The moment you wash them, that coating is stripped away, leaving the berries vulnerable. Moisture speeds up the growth of mold, and suddenly your blueberries that could have lasted a week are spoiled in just a couple of days. The best way? Only rinse blueberries right before you eat them. If you want them ready to go, you can rinse a small portion and keep them in a paper towel-lined container. But never wash the whole batch at once. Speaking of storage, have you ever kept your blueberries in a plastic bag or airtight container? You may be unknowingly making mistake number 5, and it could be the reason your blueberries taste sour or mushy after a few days. Storing blueberries the wrong way. Blueberries are delicate. Store them in a sealed plastic bag, and you're creating the perfect environment for moisture buildup, which leads to mold. Store them on the counter, and they'll spoil within days. The right way? Keep them in a breathable container, ideally the carton they came in, and place a paper towel at the bottom to absorb excess moisture. This keeps them fresh and firm for much longer. And here's another secret: don't keep blueberries next to apples or bananas. Those fruits release ethylene gas, which accelerates ripening and makes blueberries spoil faster. Timing matters. When to eat blueberries. Mistake number 6 is about timing. Many seniors add blueberries to their breakfast, thinking it's the healthiest way to start the day. While it can be good, here's the catch. If you eat blueberries alone on an empty stomach, especially in a smoothie with fruit juice, it can spike your blood sugar quickly. Instead, pair them with protein or healthy fats, like yogurt, nuts, or chia seeds. This slows down the sugar release and keeps your energy stable. Even better, eat blueberries later in the day when your body is more active and insulin sensitivity is stronger. That way, your body uses the sugar for fuel instead of storing it as fat. Now here's something most people don't know. Blueberries may actually interfere with certain medications. If you're taking blood thinners or specific heart medications, eating too many blueberries could create hidden risks. I'll explain how next. Blueberries and medication interactions. Mistake number 7 is ignoring how blueberries interact with medications. Blueberries are high in vitamin K, which plays a big role in blood clotting. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, eating large amounts of blueberries could reduce the effectiveness of your medication. This doesn't mean you have to avoid blueberries entirely, but you need to keep your intake consistent. Sudden spikes in vitamin K can throw your medication balance off. Always talk to your doctor about how many blueberries are safe for you if you're on blood thinners or heart meds. Now, what if I told you that not all blueberries are as healthy as you think? In fact, some blueberries on store shelves may be sprayed with dangerous chemicals that undo their benefits. I'll share how to avoid this hidden trap in just a moment. The pesticide problem. The final mistake is not paying attention to pesticides. Blueberries often appear on the Environmental Working Group's list of produce with high pesticide residues. These chemicals can burden your liver and kidneys over time, which is especially risky for seniors with weakened detox systems. The safest option is to buy organic blueberries whenever possible. If you can't, soak your blueberries in a mixture of water and baking soda for about 10 minutes before rinsing. This helps remove surface pesticides better than water alone. So let me ask you, have you ever thought that eating blueberries could be bad for you? Most people see them as a miracle fruit, but now you know the hidden mistakes that can secretly harm senior health. Which of these mistakes have you been making? Let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear your story. Blueberries truly are one of the most powerful foods on the planet. But like any food, the benefits depend on how you eat them, when you eat them, and how you store them. Avoid these mistakes, and you'll unlock the full anti-aging, brain-boosting, and heart-protecting power of this amazing little berry. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to Peak Physique for more science-backed health and fitness tips designed just for you. And if you want to learn about other everyday foods that can secretly harm, or heal, your health, check out the video I've linked right here on the screen. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Until next time, stay strong, stay healthy, and keep striving for your peak physique.